Alright guys, back again today. We have 3 decks left in the box. Oh man, gonna have to get another box ready. And today we have Mars, Dis, and Logos. It's Creep Gold, the Guide Inventor. I do like the silver there. It's kind of nice. Pretty cool. Alright, what will we find today? Start off with Biomatrix Backup. It's Mars. And whenever you play it, creature gains destroyed. You put this creature into its owner's archives. That May has disappeared thanks to errata. Hey, we have 2 of those. Nice. Ooh, Zizix the Many. 3 power. Whenever he fights a reap, you reveal a creature from your hand. If you do, archive it, and he gets he gets 3 +1 counters on him. Very nice card to open. Yixlix Dominator. 9 power, 1 armor. He has taunt. He enters play stunned. Vesma Think Drone, 3 power, reap. You may archive a friendly creature or artifact from play. Yulik Megamouth, he fights and reaps, 3 power, use a friendly non-Mars creature, very nice. Tunk, 6 power, 1 armor. After you play another Mars creature, fully heal Tunk. Hindwarper, nice. 2 power, he's elusive. As an action, you choose an enemy creature, it captures 1 from its own side. It's not quite stealing, but dang it, it's pretty close. John Smith, 2 power, elusive. Whenever he fights and reaps, you ready a non-agent Mars creature. Man, it's a lot of Mars creatures. As soon as I say that, though, yep, I knew it. It's a jinx. Sniffler, it's an artifact. 1 amber whenever you play it. For the remainder of the turn, each creature loses elusive. Only good against very specific cards. Soft Landing. The next creature artifact you play this turn enters ready. Ammonia Clouds. Deal 3 damage to each creature. All right, and we are now on to Logos. Let's see here. We only had 1 artifact, right? So we opened this guy last time. Valen Analyst. 2 power. Each time you use an artifact, gain an amber. Great card if we see quite a bit of artifacts. Oh, look at this. A rare. Vespalon. Theorist. 2 power elusive. Reap. Choose a house. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's of the house, you get to both archive it and gain an amber. That's awesome. Otherwise, you discard it. Ooh, Ganymede Archivist. 3 power. Whenever he reaps, archive a card. Doc Bookton, 5 power. Whenever he reaps, you draw a card. 2 Doc Booktons. 3 Doc Booktons. Wow! Okay, that's actually really good. I like having this in a Logos deck because that 5 power is great for eliminating an opponent's creature. Then in future turns, once it has like, say, 3-4 damage on it, just constantly reaping, drawing a card. That's very beneficial. Dexter, 3 power. Play, capture 1 amber. Whenever it's destroyed, it goes on top of your deck. Hey, here's an artifact we were wanting. Anomaly Exploiter. As an action, you can destroy a damaged creature. We have 2 of those. Oh, man. This is a great card. And to have 2 of these in the same deck, man, that's really, really insane. I mean, that makes it where something as simple as a Dexter fighting will kill any creature on our opponent's side. That's really awesome. Wild Wormhole. And whenever you play it, play the top card of your deck. Scrambler Storm. And whenever you play it, your opponent cannot use action cards on the next turn. That's actually a really good card as well. And a library access. Awesome. Now we're to Dis. The Terror, 5 power. Excellent first turn play here. If your opponent has no amber, you gain 2. This is one of those fun cards where if you open multiples and you just so happen to have in your starting hand and you went second, you can just all of a sudden 2 amber. Second one, 4 amber. Hell, you get 3 from your starting hand? That's a key. Stealer of Souls, 6 power. After an enemy creature is destroyed fighting Stealer of Souls, purge that creature and gain an amber. Ooh, Pit Demon, nice. 5 powers in action, he gets to steal an amber. Oh my gosh, we have 2 Pit Demons, that's awesome. And a Dominator Bauble. Action, use a friendly creature. It's an artifact, which goes pretty good with our Velen Analyst. Mind Barb. Remember, whenever you play it, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Hysteria. Return each creature to its owner's hand. Man, I had someone do something just absolutely absurd with this card against me. It wasn't just this one, though. So, they had an insane deck with just a pile of Logos creatures, okay? And they had Master Plan, which is an artifact in Shadows that lets you put a card face down and play it on a future turn as an Omni effect. So, they used Master Plan to put Hysteria underneath. Well, then they had all these Logos creatures out. They played Library Access, and then proceeded to play all the Logos cards in hand, which was like 5. Then they use the master plan to play Hysteria, get all these logos cards back into their hand, and draw through their entire deck, and then went halfway through the deck again on the next go-around. It was just insane. What a cool little interaction they came up with. All right, Tendrils of Pain. Amber, whenever you play it, deal 1 damage to each creature. Deal an additional 3 damage to each creature if your opponent forged a key on their previous turn. And Gateway to Dis, always a very welcome addition to any deck. Destroy each creature, gain 3 chains. Wow, we have 2 of those. That's really good. Fear. Return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. And we're going to end this deck with Dance of Doom. Choose a number. Destroy each creature with power equal to that number. This is a pretty sweet card too. There's a lot of times where it only hits 1 creature. So you can say this is a form of targeted removal. But there's the bonus of if your opponent has, I don't know, 2 or 3 creatures out with 3 power and you got none. Bam. Now suddenly it's a form of mass removal. So not bad at all. This deck is pretty cool. I like the mix of actions to creatures that we have. I always enjoy seeing. There's something about, I have a deck that has 2 gateway. I have several decks that obviously have 1 gateway to Dis, and I have 2 decks that have 2 gateway to Dis. The power of having 2 of these in your deck, like, it's so incredible to just be very liberal with your first one. Just kind of like, okay, they have 4 creatures, I have 1, or none. All right, I'll play this card. And then they think they're in the clear, right? Like, hey, he wasted his gateway to Dis. Now I can really commit to the board. Okay, go ahead and do that. Bam. All right, let's see. Yeah, Hysteria is pretty good. Dominator Bobble, having 2 Pit Demons, being able to steal some Amber, that's awesome. This guy, I love purging, so any purge effect in my mind is pretty much an A+ card. And you get to gain 1, so that's awesome. Let's see, library access, we had, oh god, 2 Anomaly Exploiters, so good. 3 Doc Booktons, man. God, yeah, I really like this logos in here. It's not like one of those super huge combo logos, but I like the way that's going to play out in a lot of games. Mars, man. Other than the Sniffler, like the rest of it's pretty good. I really do like all these assortment of creatures. I like that we had the way to steal and to always get back the best creature. So there's a lot of times where, hell, you're going to throw this Bio Matrix back up straight onto a Dominator just to keep protecting all of your creatures. So we're going to give this deck, we're going to go a little better than the last one we opened. Let's go with, yeah, we're going to just go with a B+. I think this is a pretty solid deck. There's a lot of things you can do if your opponent doesn't mess with you. And if they do mess with you, there's a lot of ways that you can react back to make sure that they can't come out ahead. So yeah, this is a really solid deck. All right, and once again, if you do want to send anything for me to, whether it's a deck you've already opened, you want me to look at and analyze on camera so everyone can see your deck on YouTube, or if there's a deck you haven't opened, I seem to be pretty lucky. People kind of talk a little bit about it. If you want me to open it up, I'll do that on camera. I'll send the deck back to you. And I want to thank you for watching. See you next time.